Hello, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm at the Fox Hollow Trailhead here in the Catskills in New York. Looking to do an ascent to Panther Mountain and probably camp somewhere over by the giant ledge, they call it. So you can see behind me here. Oh, there it is. Got 0.4 miles to Fox Hollow Hut. Another 4.9 miles to the summit of Panther Mountain, and then Giant Ledge is 6.8 miles from here. All right, I made it to the lean-to. I mean, I've only been hiking for like 20 minutes now, only 0.4 miles in, but I think the camp is, or the rest of the trail is going to be pretty dry. It has been raining, but I have no guaranteed water sources from here on out. So I'm going to get a bunch of water, probably carry 5 liters and take that to camp because I'm going to have a dry camp tonight. So I need all the water I can get. So there's a little spring back there and I'm just going to chill here for, the thing about staying near lean-tos is they often, some places anyway, have these springs that are closely available, so you don't have to carry water for too long. And you know, they looks like they tapped the mountain, and you're gonna get some nice fresh water here. All right, got some water that I'm filtering now. I didn't really necessarily need to filter any water. I probably could have just filled that up, but the water that I have here is it's sink water from the Airbnb. It tastes fine, but I like the taste of natural spring water. So I'm gonna fill up both my water bottles with spring water here, and then I'll carry that full of dirty water, which I can filter when I get to camp. Like I said, it's a dry camp, so I have to pack in all the water, and it's what I'm gonna use for the night and for the morning for breakfast and hiking out. So I need to fill up a bunch now, and unfortunately I'll be carrying all that weight, but I'm not hiking too far, so it's not like I'm going to be carrying it for too long, but it's definitely a long water carry. All right, taste test of the spring water here. You know, that's way better than the sink water, I'll tell you. It's not the best spring water I've ever had in my life. It's very pure though. It's very, very pure. It just doesn't have like those mineral flavors that I've had in other sources, but I'd give that one an 8 out of 10. That one was pretty solid. All right, I'm getting out of here. The mosquitoes have finally found me. They're starting to bite the shit out of me. Yeah, it's a nice little half-hour break. Set there, and as you can see, I got my water on my back there. When I weighed my pack, I was a little under 22 pounds. And I'm probably close to 28 pounds now with this water on my back here, maybe more. But, you know, not doing a lot of miles. And part of what I'm getting out of this trip is I'm just trying to, you know, take it slow, take in the scenery. All right, I'm about 2.3 miles in, a little over that. There's a bit of a stream crossing here. I mean, not a stream, but a little trickle of water. So I guess it's not fully dry up to the summit, but I don't think there's any water beyond this point. And if you're coming through here, I wouldn't guarantee on that water being there. So plan accordingly. It was huge. Just for a comparison, it's like the size of my hand. Pretty beautiful. thing I really enjoy about these, you know, higher peaks is watching the fauna change. So right, you know, as I was hiking through earlier, it was like a temperate forest, but it's turning, kind of see here, a lot more alpine trees up here. So it's cool just watching the ecosystem change around you as you're as you're ascending. You can tell, but there's a pretty steep uphill here. There's a pretty gradual incline up until this point, but for looking at the topo map, it looks like it's just this last pretty steep jaunt, and then I'm at the peak. So we'll be up there in a little bit, have some good views, and I'll probably just check back in when I get up there. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm gonna probably sit up here for a good 20 minutes to a half hour and just take in this view. There's no camping up here, or at least any designated sites. I thought about maybe trying to find something back in there and coming out and looking at this view during the sunset, but I think I might just continue on to Giant Ledge. But this is the true reason why I go on hikes, is you get to the summit and you eat your sandwiches. And I've never done this before, but I'm gonna crack open a summit beer. Got a Genesee cream ale here. I carried this all the way up here, so I bet might as well enjoy it while it's cold. So, oh, cheers. I wasn't gonna be able to get it on video anyway, but oh my God, I just saw one of the coolest things in nature I've ever seen. I don't know if it's the Jora spider everyone's been talking about that's been invading New York, but I saw this giant spider flying through the air. It was attached to a web, and it was just sort of riding the updraft up the mountain, and it just sort of drifted up over that tree there, and I don't know where the hell it went, but that was I mean, they talked about flying spiders, and I just, you know, I saw a freaking flying spider just now. It was cool. All right, one last look before I head out. I don't know if you can see over here. That is the Hudson River. All right, give you a quick update on where I'm at. I'm coming down the backside of Panther Mountain. I'm not too far from, you know, where I was recording for lunch. And I'm about 5.75 miles into this trip now. It's only 7.5 miles to, you know, where I'm getting picked up. And I'm, you know, well under, you know, I'm getting pretty close to where I'm going to set up camp tonight. So just going to kind of trug along here and check back in when I get to camp. Shouldn't be too long from now, and you know, there should be some more spectacular views over there, so looking forward to seeing that as well. Right, coming up to the first marked site here. It's back there. I'm going to continue on. It's pretty, you know, so, during the winter it'd probably be good views, but the leaves are kind of blocking everything out, so I'm going to hold out hope for something a little more open up ahead. I know there's at least one spot that's a pretty quick walk to a known viewing area, so Worst case is I go to that one, but you know, I'm gonna check them all out as I'm going along. All right, we got another site here. Can't really see, it's back in there somewhere. Looks like it's pretty deep. I might have been over optimistic about the tree situation and the views. I don't know that there's gonna be a whole lot of open views, so I'm gonna go ahead, hike up further and just check out the other sites. This ridge isn't too big, so I can always come back to this spot if it ends up being the coolest one, but I think the next one that I'm coming up to is actually the better one. But you know, it opens up pretty decent there. Just can't really see because of the leaves. So during the winter, that's going to be wide open and beautiful viewing. So hike a little further and see what's up ahead. Holy shit. Gotta be careful here. This is you die if you fall off. So that's far down. I was enjoying this view. I haven't found my campsite yet. This one's near one of the previous sites I saw, but I heard a little rustling and I almost stepped on this little guy here. Looks like he's crawling back under his rock. I'll leave him alone. Yep, and that's why you camp at the designated sites, but you know, I think I found it. It was the last one I was willing to go to, and I think it's going to be the best one. I don't know that I'll see a sunrise tomorrow very clearly, but I'll see it through the trees. But I'll show you later just how close this camp is to a really pretty view. So let's get set up. All right, we got camp set up here. This is my new one-person trekking pole tent that I'm testing out. It's pretty roomy once you got all the guy outs pulled out, but I'll give you a tour of the inside later, but just sort of got everything set up and thrown loosely in there. And then over here we got a nice fire pit. It's all nice and set up. Looks like there's a lot of rock chairs. And I got my water filter in. Got my cook set up down there, and yeah, just kind of settling in and starting to slowly collect firewood. So camp's back there, obviously. But how close I am to this view. Absolutely stunning. Well, that didn't last long. Rain's starting to roll in, so I have to head back to camp, hunker down. I think it's going to clear up by the sunset, though. I'm not sure how much of a view it'll be, but I don't think it'll be raining. All right, I'm just taking in the views here. I want to point out, if you look back there, you can see why they call it Giant Cliff. I mean, this is right in front of me there. It's a giant drop off. I mean, straight down to the forest floor. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice view. I think I had it flipped earlier today. I thought I was going to see the sunset on this side, but it's actually the sunrise. But I'll see the sunset from camp, so that's pretty cool. I'm eating my dinner here. I got the ginger chicken stir fry with rice. It's pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10. The flavor's really there. It's going down real easy. It doesn't feel like backpacking food. It feels like a real meal. But I give it a knock for the low calorie content. It's only 320 calories, and it takes 2.5 cups to rehydrate it. So that's, 560 something milliliters. It's a lot of water. So it's great if you're not doing a big trip, but that's what this is. All about the gourmet on this trip. All right, heading back into camp. It's a pretty nice view there. The clouds were pretty cleared up, and it's really nice to kind of sit there and take in the end of the day. So I'm gonna go lay down, probably go to bed now. So yeah, I'll probably turn this thing off until the morning. So see ya. Well, good morning. I'm up. I'm gonna go check out the sunrise. Not quite sure what we'll see, but let's go check it out. Not much of a sunrise. I mean, it's back there somewhere, but clouds seem to be obscuring it. They're pretty thick too. I can faintly make out the horizon, so maybe the clouds will break. Give it a couple minutes and see if we can see anything. I was running back to camp to go grab some stuff I'm gonna cook some breakfast in a second here, but the sun finally came out. I mean, look at that. Alright, we got water for coffee boiling. Got my breakfast rehydrating, and I'm just enjoying the view. I'll eat breakfast here and just kind of hang out. Well, I'm back at camp. It's getting pretty cold outside after I finished breakfast. So just kind of sipping my coffee in here. It says it's 47 degrees out, so probably will hang out inside of here for the next couple hours. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning now. Not getting picked up till 3, and it's only about an hour and a half, 2-hour hike to the trailhead, so got plenty of time. Probably start packing up around 11 o'clock, noon, somewhere around then. So till then, probably just gonna read my book, maybe take a nap, and yeah, enjoy myself. Well, back to the trail. Gotta get back before 4. Wife's picking me up, and yeah, it's been a fun trip. All right, we're at the trailhead parking lot. So I'm gonna wait here for my wife to pick me up. Yeah, that was a real fun one. If you guys have any questions on trail conditions or anything, feel free to comment and I'll try to get back to you. But yeah, that was a fun one. And next up, we'll be up in the Adirondacks. So see ya.